Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Britney Brooks. I'm a Christian brain rewiring coach and I'm super passionate about helping people break free from chronic symptoms and sensitivities. And today I want to talk about something I know so many of you guys struggle with, and that's the freeze response. So if you've ever felt stuck, heavy, disconnected, or just like your body just won't cooperate whatsoever, then that's actually freeze mode. And it's also known as dorsal vagal shutdown. So I know it personally because I lived it for almost a decade, and it wasn't laziness, it wasn't weakness, it was actually my nervous system in survival mode. And I'm going to be giving you guys, in this video, I'm going to give you some practical tips how you can shift out of survival mode and climb back into safety. And by the end of the video, you're going to have clear steps on what freeze mode really is and why it happens, and of course some simple steps so that you can start practicing today to move your body and mind back into balance. So yeah, freeze response actually what happens is your system can't fight or flee anymore, so it hits the emergency brake. So you're still awake and you're still going through life, but inside you feel heavy and flat and disconnected and completely unmotivated. And this is why freeze is not laziness. It's actually our biology. It's your nervous system saying, I can't fight, I can't run, so I'm just going to shut down to survive. And long term, it can actually show up as, chronic fatigue, chronic pain, digestive issues, brain fog, muscle tension, depression, or emotional numbness. And for me, I do remember for years, I was just sitting on the couch and I just felt like there was an invisible weight pressing me down. I wanted to do something, even a short walk, but I just couldn't. And that's actually freeze. My body wasn't broken, it was actually protecting me. So the first step out of freeze mode is actually going to be safety. Your nervous system won't let go of shutdown unless it feels safe. And that can mean creating safety in your environment. And if you just need to do some strict avoidance, like go to a dark room and relax and listen to some music, or just be around supportive people, basically anything that is a less stressful input, like the news or social media. And it can mean creating safety inside your body. Simple things like putting your hand on your heart and taking a slow breath, or maybe even noticing a neutral place in your body. Because, one time I remember, I'll give you an example. I remember there was days when everything hurt. I had so much pain in my body. I had fatigue, brain fog, pain, but my thumb felt fine. Just my thumb. So I focused on that one spot, and it reminded my brain that not everything is danger. And that tiny shift started to change my nervous system response. So the second step is gentle movement. This is the freeze unlock. So the biggest breakthrough for me was realizing that lack of movement makes freeze worse. And the longer I stayed still, the more my system believed that it needed to stay shut down. So I had to retrain myself to move again, gently and slowly and consistently. And that didn't mean running a marathon. It may look like, walking to the mailbox, or even a 5-minute walk. Sometimes it's just dancing to a song in the living room, and sometimes it's just simply stretching my arms over my head. So the goal is not fitness. The goal is actually, I remember I was just teaching my body that I can move, I can be safe, and something amazing happened. I actually started moving, and then at that point, my mental symptoms lifted too. The brain fog, the depression, the loneliness, all of it started to shift. And also one of my clients, she began just walking her dog 5 minutes a day, each day. And I know it seems really small, but after a few weeks, her energy improved, her mood lifted, and that's actually the power of safe, gentle movement. So a lot of people, they get stuck, and a lot of people ask me, where do I start? And that's exactly why I created Brain Rewiring 360. It's a recovery program that's designed step by step to help you bust out of freeze mode and into safety. And here's what makes it a difference. It's not going to be a quick fix, and it is going to take a few weeks to a few months to help, because what we do is we address the root. We get to the root cause, retraining the brain and regulating the nervous system. You're going to get a personalized plan that fits your symptoms, your triggers, and pace, so that you know exactly what to be focusing on each and every day. And you're guided by someone who's actually lived it, me. And all the clients that have actually helped who've gone from housebound to actually thriving again. So I've seen people go from eating only a handful of safe foods to enjoying their favorite meals at restaurants without fear. And, from being wiped out after a short walk to exercising again without a crash. For being stuck at home to going back to work full time, and even getting back to hiking with their friends and family again. So these are kind of breakthroughs that I see every single day. That's what I do, is I help people reverse chronic symptoms, and we do show you what's possible when we teach your brain and nervous system how to heal. And I'll put you a link in the description so that you can check out the Brain Rewiring 360. So now step 3 is pretty powerful, and it's the one a lot of people don't like to hear, but it takes patience. So coming out of freeze isn't just one big push. It's about gently climbing up the ladder from shutdown into small, safe movements, and then back into connection and balance. And some days you're actually going to feel progress, and some days you'll feel it slip back. And that's not failure, it's actually your nervous system learning. And every time you practice, you're rewiring. So be compassionate and be kind to yourself. And if all you can do today is just some slow breathing and exercises, or take a short walk, that counts too. So remember, in this kind of work, slow is fast, and every step adds up. So if you're stuck in the freeze response, please know that you're not broken and you're not alone. And the key to getting out is safety. So add tiny, safe movements. Keep showing up with patience, and over time, your body is going to remember how to come alive again. And I see so many breakthroughs every single day. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one small thing that you can bring, some safe movement back into your day today? So if this video resonates with you, please like this video, subscribe for more brain rewiring tools, and share it with somebody who actually needs encouragement. And if you're actually ready for a guided plan that helps you break free from chronic symptoms, things like food sensitivities, chronic fatigue, POTS, or freeze mode, then check out Brain Rewiring 360 in the link below. And thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.